what I thought I would do is show you how I normally work. So this is what we can get in this country as far as an American, oh goodness me, what do I call them? Composition notebook. Thank you. Composition notebook. This is as good as we can get, and I got this from a local supermarket called Sainsbury's over here. I guess it would be, I don't know what it would be in the US, but over here it's kind of an upper market shop, grocery store, if you will. So I've decided to use this for my trash, if you see what I mean. So like these are all sweetie wrappers, these are stickers that are kids, and I saw them in the pound shop and I was just like, yep, I'm having those. This is all about my wedding, and it goes on. What else is in here? Just some images I like and some basic pockets. Nothing too fabulous, like this is just basic bog standard stuff really. I've scrunched up some of the pages, but I'm going for the alligator mouth in a big way now. So I'm going to go for this one with the alligator mouth. As you can see, it's chunking up already, but yesterday I painted the front of it purple and I stuck this lace on there. So because I like to continuously work, I work in 3 normally at the same time. So this one is the one, if you saw my last video, this is the one I was working in a couple of days ago, and that will be uploaded today, so you may see it tonight. If not, this should be up in a couple of days. And this is just my most recent make, and it's, just give you a quick flick through, it's mostly magazines. This is the page that I made last time, and as you can see now it's dried, it kind of looks, I think it's quite funky. It's got all different types and textures of paper in it, and different expandables, normally leaflets, because they're a cheap source of ephemera, for me anyway. So yeah, that's what I'm going with. And then my first ever, my real baby, this is her, and she got, if you follow me on Instagram, which is Sophie_Lou_2016, she is my first junk journal, and I made a little charm for her, and she's got sewn in, it's sewn in the charm, and she's got, well, I've got proper seam binding coming, so the next one will be a bit prettier, but this is just dollar store paint, nothing impressive at all, and buttons that I got from our equivalent of Hobby Lobby for a minimal price. So give you a quick look through this one. I don't know where I am to get in frame, but just have to bear with me. I love this, Stop the Press, I stuck that in there. This is all reclaimed from books that I've used book text out of. These I ordered online. A photographer was selling his previous stash of proofs from the 1950s and 1960s. So I got those for about £11 for a big bag of them. So I'm going to use those as tags. I'm all about giving stuff a second life. So Don't mind the noises, by the way. That's hubby doing the washing up. He's been an absolute saint today, so can't blame him for that. I also made these little booklets. They are proper. They are sewn. This is when I was learning to do simple stitch. So these are sewn. But just in case I feel like sticking some paper on and writing something in them. Otherwise, I've just used pads of scrapbook paper to write on the back of. Hello, Bella. Napkins. You'll see a lot of that. I've got a whole bunch of napkins. Tuck spots. Another little journal thing. I love these tiny little clothespins. They're neat. Where did that come from? Goodness me. Okay. Another one. Some of them I've given titles as prompts. Other ones I haven't. So this is another stickers. That includes anything that's been, this is Snowden, images, blackout poetry, tissue paper, more imagery, magazine cutouts. Oh, these I managed to pilfer from a shop. They were free, but they were from a shop, I guess like Home Depot in America. It's called B&Q over here, but they do paint swatches and stuff, so I got a whole bunch of these there. And I got these 26 stamps for $1, well, £1, but from a dollar shop, the equivalent of over here. These I made with those memento stamp thingies I really like. So you can write on this. Where's that gone? Sorry. You can write on these with your Signo pen. You do have to give it a minute to dry, but any old envelopes. This I've used as like epic journaling space because it's awesome. So yeah, you catch my drift anyway. So those are the three that I normally work in simultaneously. This, excuse my painting shirt by the way, it's just in case I get any gunk on me. I cut some imagery out and I thought we could do another page together. I'm just pulling random bits now, apart from stuff I can't get to. Right, let's have that one as well. Okay. Let's start off in this one, shall we? See if we can find a blank space. Come on, there's got to be a blank space in here somewhere. That'll do. So, right. Also, obviously, washi tape comes in handy because you can extend on your pages that way as well. So that's what I'm going to do here. With you, Mr. Freehat. There we go. Now we've got more space to work on the front. So I think what we should do is perhaps put a pocket in on the front. As you can see, my measurements are always extraordinarily precise. Oh dear. So, if you're already subscribed to my channel, I'd like to thank you ever so much. If you're not and you're watching me for the first time, it would be absolutely awesome if you could subscribe and support my channel. Please, because I don't know, this makes me really happy. I live with chronic illness, and to get sort of validation from people who like what I do on YouTube and Instagram is awesome, and it's something that I've never experienced before in life. I mean, obviously my husband gives me validation, my family love me very much, but to actually have a talent, well, I don't think you could call this a talent, but something that other people like, I think is just brilliant for me. So if you could just tick the subscribe button, that would be so empowering for me. Thank you. And if you have done it already, then awesome. Cheers. My husband was officially my 20th subscriber yesterday. Oh dear, bless him. But I suppose for, I don't know how many videos have I put out now? 10, but only 2 regarding art journaling and 1 junk journaling video. It's going up today. I don't suppose that's too bad, really. So once I've done that, I normally find something to go in the pocket to make the pocket stick out slightly so it doesn't glue any more of the pocket together. There you go. That'll do. So there you go. Pocket on tuck spot. So I suppose we could extend here as well, but I don't think I've got any more of those little doohickeys. But I'm kind of over these. I don't really want these anymore. So I might cover at least one up. So if you do find me on Instagram and you do this yourself, I would love to see what you guys do. I'm sure you're way more talented than I am. I went to art college and I was 18 and in love and ill. I didn't want to be there, so I wasn't wholeheartedly let's just say making the best of the experience. Let's say that. I still scraped a B, but I could have done better if I hadn't done my back in and I had applied myself slightly more when I was able to be there. By the way, just in case anyone thinks differently, if you don't like anything anymore in your junk journal, cover it up. Just get rid of it. This is supposed to be all about having something in your life that you really enjoy looking at. And personally, I'm quite an eclectic person, so this kind of thing is my bag. I love upcycling. I love using anything that isn't doesn't seem to have much of a purpose anymore, put it that way. So loving my paint towel here. Sorry, I've just got to have a drink. I apologise for just jabbering at you guys. I appreciate you probably get pretty bored of me talking a lot. I know my husband does. Mind you, to be fair, singing isn't much better. Jeez. Any barking you hear in the background, that's my babies. As I said in my last video, I've got 2 Shih Tzus and 1 Lhasa Apso. And if I have to rush off at any point, that will be because my mother has arrived. And the dogs will go crazy, to put it bluntly. Oh no, that's another dog. How dare they walk past our frontage? Oh dear. Right. Loads of blankness in here. So what should we do in this one? Let's do a little one. Let's do a baby junk journal. I find the easiest thing to cover things up with is either book texts or gesso, but book text gives it width and texture as well. And sometimes I even put a little bit of modelling paste on the top of that. If you don't have the finances to buy modelling paste, I strongly suggest that you check out Kelly Donovan, who is knitting and things on YouTube, and she has various recipes for texture paste, homemade gesso, all kinds of other bits and bobs that we all need. If anyone else finds that art helps them with being poorly, I would love to hear from you, because it helps me unbelievably with being poorly. Got diagnosed with my first chronic illness when I was 20. And that was pretty life-shattering, because at the moment it's only a manageable condition, not a curable one. Some people get it to a lesser extent, some people get it to a more severe extent. Just depends on your luck, I guess. I seem to have it in a fairly severe way. Many moons ago, it was called ME. Now, I always say to people, I've got lots of letters after my name, but all of them are health conditions. We all have our crosses to bear. Kelly Donovan, actually, knitting and things, as I was saying, she is pretty awesome. I've just started watching her sort of full time, because I've only found her last couple of weeks. And yeah, she's brilliant. I mean, she's very, very open with her life, very, very open with her health conditions. And is a real inspiration to me personally, because we've dealt with a lot of stuff that's very similar, like health conditions and losing people to mental illness and stuff like that. She's a very fascinating lady, actually. Another YouTuber that I watch is Dingley. Oh my goodness. I'm dyslexic, so it's really difficult for me to say her name. Oh, Dingley Delification? Dingley? That sounds something like right, anyway. She's pretty awesome. Her name's Alison, and she is part of the Fobonici Journalers group. I do believe she does the Wednesday prompt. So I think it's Wednesday. She might do Friday, I don't know. But she does a prompt, and she's really, really funny. Her and her husband just have such a comical relationship. I love it. So what I'm thinking we do with this is we can make this blank but for book texts, and then use it as an extendable by Mod Podging it in to our journal. Oh dear, really stuffed that one up, haven't I? Yeah, if anyone else has any other YouTubers you think might be worth a watch, let me know. But those are sort of my favourites. I get so much, I'm really into inks right now. People think that, I don't know what our postman thinks of us, but honestly, so many packages come from eBay all the time. Like, I've ordered 2 massive bags, I think they're 50-gram bags of silk offcuts, because I think that seam binding is a little bit expensive for me. I have found a cheaper alternative, which is what I always do with everything. Like I said in my previous video, the Tim Holtz distress inks are too expensive for me, so what I've done is devised another way of decorating your Midori. If you guys would like to see another video on my Midori from Ink Bandits on Etsy, then let me know. Ooh, let me know. I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but I noticed one of my subscribers, she is a massive Midori fan, and she said